At the beginning of the film, in a small village called Rose Creek, there is a sudden explosion from a gold mine.
Hurry!
Then, several armed men arrive, and it turns out the explosion was the work of a wealthy merchant named Bogue. Bogue ordered all his men to take over the village, including the gold mine. After the incident, all the villagers gathered in the church to discuss the fate of their land and homes that Bogue had taken over.
On his payroll.
We know that, Turner.
Who's gonna stand up to a man like that?
And his miners are camping on the edge of our town.
Fighting, and I ain't leaving neither.
What are you gonna do?
God will provide.
At the same time, Bogue and his men suddenly came to the church to force all the villagers to sell their land at a very low price.
$20 for each parcel of dust, that is my offer.
He also threatened that if, within 3 weeks, there was one resident who had not signed it, then Bogue would kill them all.
May your good Lord help you.
One of the villagers finally got up to protest Bogue's actions. His wife, Emma, tried to stop him, but Bogue was already angry and killed him on the spot. Sometime later, in another village, a man walked into a bar. This man's name was Sam. Sam is a hitman for fugitives in the Indiana region. When Sam asked a bartender about someone named Daniel Harrison, several people in the bar slowly pulled out their guns and tried to shoot him.
What's his name?
The name his mama gave him was Daniel Harrison.
As it turned out, the person he was looking for was the bartender himself. Seeing the incident, everyone ran outside to call the police. However, there was still one person left. He was named Faraday. Sam admired him because Faraday was not scared by the incident. When the police arrived, Sam told them that he was a high-ranking officer of the Wichita, Kansas court, and the man he killed inside was a government fugitive.
A licensed peace officer in the Indian. Hold my part for me till I get back.
As Sam is about to leave, Emma and her friend Teddy chase after him. There, Emma asks Sam for help to save her village from a man named Bogue. Then Emma gave him a little money as a form of offer so that he would help. Emma also said that she only wanted justice, and she also wanted to avenge her husband. On the other hand, Faraday was being held captive at gunpoint by 2 men who had lost a gamble with him.
Walk! She's mad because mama gave him.
This is as good a place as any. Gentlemen, allow me a moment to show you something quite miraculous.
There, Faraday tries to outwit them by showing them a card magic trick that makes them become impressed with him.
No tricks now.
Keep your gun on me.
When they were caught off guard, Faraday immediately grabbed his gun and shot them.
That was kind of good.
Pretty good. Please, would you like to see another magic trick?
No.
Gonna cross paths again.
Meanwhile, Sam, Emma, and Teddy were planning to confront Bogue.
Where's the mine?
Here.
You understand what it means when you start something like this?
We did not start this, Mr. Chisholm.
After calculating the number of Bogue's troops, Sam proposes to find people with the same abilities as him to help them. Elsewhere, Faraday was looking at his horse, which had been confiscated by someone because he had lost it in gambling.
2 days passed. Your horse against my Irish whiskey.
Faraday wants to buy back his horse there, but he lacks money.
Good Lord. So?
Not long after Sam, Emma, and Teddy came there, Sam was willing to buy the horse for Faraday if he joined the team on this mission. Hearing this, Faraday agreed without thinking, and they continued their journey to recruit a few more people.
Whose execution do we seek?
Bartholomew Bogue.
The equation with gold don't do you much good when you're buried with it.
You want out? Feel free to leave. Just leave my horse.
On the way, Sam sent Faraday and Teddy to go find someone named Robichaud, who was in the town of Spring Volco.
You look for an occasion name of Robichaud.
After that, Sam and Emma arrived at a hut in the middle of the forest, where a fugitive lived. Not long after, the fugitive came and pointed a gun at Sam and Emma. His name is Vasquez. Here, Sam showed Vasquez a letter informing him that he was currently a government fugitive, and Sam wanted to work with him. Sam promises to remove Vasquez's name from the wanted list as long as he joins their team against Bogue.
I won't be one of them.
Vasquez, who has no other choice, agrees to join.
Cool, my friend.
See?
Meanwhile, Faraday and Teddy have arrived in the town of Spring Volco. There, they witness a gunfight being conducted by some cowboys.
On my gun.
Woo! And come on, Eddie. You're a liar. Why don't we do it for real? Come on, we all saw me win now.
Billy, on my gun.
After they finished watching the show, they overheard the name of the person collecting the bet, Robichaud. Then, they told him that his old friend Sam needed his help. Hearing all their stories, Robichaud finally agreed to join and asked that his friend Billy be invited too because his abilities would be very helpful.
Billy goes.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Robichaud.
Oh, it's nice to see you with us.
After that, they all finally met again at a predetermined place. Robichaud told Sam that he invited his friend, Billy, because he had great knife skills.
It's pretty nifty with them pig stickers.
Then, they continued their journey and arrived at a hut owned by a fugitive named Jack. But there, they met two people who claimed to have killed Jack. Not long after, Jack came and immediately finished off the two people.
Are you trying to him?
Here, Sam explains the purpose of his arrival. Sam wants to recruit Jack into a team to fight the oppression by someone named Bogue. However, Jack was silent and left without a word. Feeling disappointed, Sam and his team continued their journey. The next day, while they were resting, Sam suddenly woke up, making everyone panic, because he smelled blood. Amid his panic, Jack suddenly came and said he had seen an Indian tribe heading towards this place.
Please tell me I'm hallucinating.
Not long after, an Indian man came to the place. Luckily, Sam understood a bit of Indian language. This man's name was Red. There, Sam said that they were just taking a short rest before fighting the criminals who were doing oppression. After hearing all of Sam's explanations, Red volunteered to join Sam because he felt that what Emma and the people were going through was the same as the current situation of his tribe, where the Indians had been slaughtered by Europeans who wanted to control their land.
What did he say? Said he's with us.
After a long journey, they finally reached the village of Rose Creek. Sam and Billy tried to check the surroundings while the others monitored enemy positions. On the way, some of Bogue's men stopped Sam and Billy. There, they were asked to hand over all their weapons.
You don't mind giving up those guns, do you?
But here, Sam refused and said he wanted to eliminate all Bogue's men.
Metco.
General, don't shoot.
Amid the battle, Robichaud looked strange and didn't fire a shot at the enemy, even though he was the best shooter among them.
Take the damn shot.
So one of Bogue's men managed to escape. After that, Sam saw one of Bogue's men hiding. Then, he calls him and asks him to deliver a message to Bogue, saying that his village has now been taken over by Sam, and if Bogue wants it back, then come here to make a deal with him. When the situation was conducive, Emma called all the villagers out of hiding. Emma tells them that Sam and his gang are here to help them fight Bogue. Sam then said that what happened earlier was just the opening war. He invites all the villagers to unite against Bogue's army in 1 week, and Sam will train them all to know how to use weapons.
You're gonna have to fight for it. Now, we're here to help you, but you gotta help us. Some days, that's all you got.
The next day, some villagers were afraid and left the village. However, some villagers still remained, and they began to be trained by Sam's team.
Wept.
Reload! Slow, you can't pull it slow enough. Let the shot surprise you.
Faraday asked Robichaud to show him how to shoot properly in the middle of the training.
Dubbed the Angel of Death.
And Robichaud's shot was unmistakable, making the villagers there very impressed with him. Sometime later, Sam's team began to strategize to fight Bogue's army, which must have been very numerous.
With fervent heat.
Then, they went to where Bogue's men were mining gold. After finishing off Bogue's men and freeing the workers there, Sam's team then took a bomb that was in Bogue's mine storage warehouse.
I've always wanted to blow something up.
Elsewhere, hearing the news that the village of Rose Creek had been taken over, Bogue was furious and shot the person who gave the information.
Surprise.
Afterwards, Bogue gathered all his men to attack Rose Creek village the next day. Sam's team began to prepare a trap strategy. They set traps and hiding places, and the church Bogue had previously burnt down would be used as a fortress.
No, this is our stronghold. You funnel them all towards the church.
Side, the rest of y'all stand to the side.
Put your weapon.
In the evening, they ate dinner together with much laughter. However, there, Robichaud secretly whispered to Billy. Robichaud told him the reason he did not want to shoot his enemy at that time was because he had sworn not to kill again. If he kills again, then he will die horribly. Hearing Robichaud's confession, Billy tried calming him down and assured him everything would be fine. Meanwhile, while Sam was outside, he was visited by a priest. The priest thanks him because Sam, who is not a Rose Creek villager, is willing to help the villagers reclaim their land.
Yeah, but by God, we are all eternally grateful to you.
The next day, as they were ringing the church bells, Red, who had been watching from the top of the hill, came to tell them that Bogue and his troops had been spotted and would probably reach the village in the morning. While everyone was praying in the evening, Robichaud secretly planned to escape. However, Sam was there just as he was about to take his horse. Sam tried to stop and reassure Robichaud, as the whole village desperately needed his help. However, despite Sam's efforts, the stubborn Robichaud still left the village.
Keeps going on and on and on.
After Robichaud's departure, Sam is pensive in the church. He looks worried, thinking about the battle they will face tomorrow. Not long after, Emma said she would take Robichaud's place in the battle. The day of the battle arrived. Sam's troops were already set up in their respective positions while the children and women hid safely. Not long after, Bogue's troops arrived. Although they had set many traps, Sam's troops were still very overwhelmed by Bogue's troops, which were indeed very large in number. During this battle, Faraday was shot. Vasquez, who saw his colleague lying on the ground, was furious and fired at all the Bogue troops in front of him. Knowing he would lose, Bogue ordered his troops to prepare machine guns. Meanwhile, amid the battle, Robichaud arrived and told all his colleagues to be careful because Bogue would use machine guns. Not long after, Bogue began firing his machine guns at the village. After Bogue's shooting stopped, many people were injured and killed by the attack, including Teddy, who was shot. Jack, who was trying to help Teddy, was suddenly hit by an arrow from behind, killing him instantly. On the other hand, Sam, who felt the village was in an emergency, ordered all the women and children to go up the hill immediately. Meanwhile, Emma, who was helping the injured residents, was intercepted by the Indians who had previously killed Jack. Emma was increasingly panicked because the gun she was using ran out of bullets. Luckily, Red soon arrived and managed to kill the Indian. Moving on to Sam and Faraday. Here, Faraday asks Sam to protect him as he approaches Bogue's men, who used machine guns. However, while Billy and Robichaud were protecting Faraday from the church tower, they were both hit by machine gun fire, killing them instantly. Because there was no one to protect him anymore, Faraday had to be shot and die right in front of Bogue's troops. There, Faraday, who was already very dying, still took the time to enjoy a cigarette. However, they were all mistaken. Apparently, Faraday had brought a piece of dynamite, which was thrown at Bogue's troops, thus destroying everything there. Bogue, who felt the situation was safe, and his men went to the village. There, they heard voices from inside the houses. Bogue ordered his men to check the house. After that, Sam and Bogue faced off. Here, Sam quickly shot Bogue's hand, who was holding a gun.
Chisholm? Pick it up!
Bogue, who was cornered into the church he had burned down, apologized to Sam.
I beg your pardon.
Sam turns out to have a grudge against Bogue because his mother and two younger sisters were killed by Bogue's men. However, the sneaky Bogue secretly tried pulling a gun from his shoe.
Thy kingdom come.
Luckily, Emma immediately came and shot him so that Bogue was killed instantly. At the end of the story, after this battle, all that was left of Sam's troops were Vasquez, Red, Teddy, and Emma, and the film ends.